and said, "Oh, we should do a video?"
Danny, just start. Okay, you asked the Lord to give you revelation after 3 hours.
So then he came to me and said, "Daniel, I have something to show you." And he took me through this big theater. And then he said to me, "I'm not coming now." And I said, "What?" And he said, "But I have something great for you." And then he took me to one room, and they had this big screen, and angels were serving us.
A big screen?
And then he played this movie. While the movie was playing, he was explaining it. So, the movie started off showing this earth. It was disgusting, full of sin, idolatry, witchcraft, sin, and it was dark. But then he showed little parts of the earth that had these little white spots. Jesus said those were his people. And then he started going out rapidly. And he basically
going out?
Across the earth.
Oh, he was surrounding the earth?
The little white dots were spreading.
Oh, the white dots were spreading.
And he said, and he zoomed in, and it showed people preaching.
So that was the coming of the Lord that you said is the third great awakening.
Okay. So, I didn't understand. I was thinking, why wasn't he coming? He showed people praying, and people were getting healed and going into Christ rapidly. And he said, this is what I call the third great awakening, and that's about to happen. And all those white dots were mostly, it started to spread in America and started to go across the ocean and stuff like that. And he said it was starting in America. And I want you to start preaching.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you mean with they were going quickly to the Lord? You said
Their spirit took control of them, and they were just they needed.
They had more encounters with the Lord. That's what you mean? Okay.
And he said that in the other great awakenings, people were preaching in the subway stations, and he said, but now the people are gonna start preaching in the subway. That people will start preaching on the streets, and he said, well, now people are gonna start preaching, shouting from the cars. He said people were preaching in little booths. He said people will be preaching in the Pentagon. He said people used to be preaching just randomly, and people would say bad stuff about them. He said more people will say good things about them than bad.
And when you couldn't understand why wasn't he coming, did he?
After that, I understood.
So what did he make you understand with all that preaching, that third great awakening?
He wants the people to be saved
before his coming.
And then he said, but I will give you a hint of when I'm coming. And I got excited. And he said, I'm coming in something that has a 40. And I thought, 40 days, 40 years, 40 decades, 40 centuries. So that's it.
Wow. And that was it, and that's when you woke up and you started telling me, Mommy, I had a vision. Wow, that's amazing. You got something else to say?
Can I get another Hot Pocket?